Good morning, YouTubers. T Square with Tsquaretalk. So I got something cool this morning. I got a friend that works at the bank, and she had told me that someone had brought in a bunch of coins that they were going to be cashing in. They just basically had needed the money and was cashing them in, and wondered if I was interested in them. Now, right off the bat, I was told, they were dollar coins, and I was like, dollar coins. There's not no silver or anything super special that you're gonna find that's worth easily worth a ton of money unless you're just really lucky. The fact that someone turned them in, I'm already assuming they've all been hand rolled and there was nothing special about them. But I had asked, I said, well, let me take a look and just see if it's something I would take. If not, they were just going to send them back up to the Fed and cash them in, and because they don't like to hold a ton of change if they don't need it. So when she brought them out, it was in the box like this, and right off I'm like, oh, that's a Fed box. That box basically came from the Fed. It's nothing special. But then when I opened it up, I was pretty excited actually, because right off the bat, I know Fed rolls look like this. This is typically a Fed roll wrapper. It's a mixture of coins. Basically, the dollar coins go in. They've been circulated. However, I also know that these essentially are all the same president. So that's got a little muck on it, a little glue or something. I won't show that one right off for an example, but so like right here, all these are all the same president. These came out when they started the presidential dollars, putting them in circulation. Before they got handled by anybody, they were put in these red wrappers. These red wrappers represent a president, the whole roll, all $25, like of this one right here. It's all Ulysses S. Grant. And all the red wrappers essentially were like that. Now then I noticed the black wrappers, and a lot of people don't know this, but these black wrappers actually come from the mint. Basically, it says right on there, www.usmint.com. So if you wanted a roll of these uncirculated, you would actually have to buy them from the mint. That means you're going to pay more. You're not going to pay $25. You're going to probably pay, I think they were running for like $48 a roll. Now for me, collecting coins, I really dislike paying more than a coin is really worth. To me, this is just a dollar coin. It's not made of any special precious metal. It's not real gold. It's not silver. Yeah, but it is neat to have them. And if you can pick them up at face value, essentially, it's pretty cool. Now, I will end up trading a lot of these off to other collectors. It's rare that you see them this late in the game. These coins now have been out for, I don't know, we're coming up on like, I think, 20 years now, 18 years. So someone obviously was saving a nice collection and they needed the money and they started breaking their collection down. I'm about ready to go through. I'm going to open up all the gray rolls. I'm going to actually open up to see what's in them. The red rolls I will actually keep together for the presidential set. And same on the black rolls. I'll keep these black rolls together. I've never had a black roll like this because they come from the US Mint and they do charge more. When they first came out on day one, I picked up rolls like this. I have sold a bunch of them off at a profit from people that basically wanted to get a set and it was too late now. You can't really find them. So basically just I got lucky being in the right spot. And then there was one roll right here that's been opened up. This was actually me. When I was at the bank, I wanted to open up a gray roll just to kind of feel it out and test and see if there was anything good in there. There wasn't anything special. It was all Sacagaweas. There wasn't even Susan B. Anthony's. But I'm going to go through the gray rolls and I'll come back in a minute and show you guys what I find. Okay, so right off the bat, we're looking at about 15, I think, did I say that right? 15 of the red presidential rolls and 12 of the black US Mint rolls. a nice variety, kind of. The thing I really like, the George Washingtons. There's a lot of coins in there. There was a lot of mistakes with the George Washington. It was the first year they made them, so if you are lucky enough to find a roll of mistakes, some of the mistakes would be no "In God We Trust" on the brim. They've actually had some quarter punched on these size dollar coins, so it was supposed to be George Washington, but I guess they had the dies mixed up and they used what was a Washington quarter on them. They are extremely rare, but the people that have found them have sold them for tons of money compared to the dollar that they go for. And like I explained earlier, the mint rolls are pretty neat if you don't open them up. If you open them up, really, then there's no difference between this roll and that roll. Good variety of P's and D's, which leads me to believe that this was someone's collection. I did have these down here. There are 13 rolls. I'm about ready to open them up, separate out the Susan B's and the Sacagaweas, and hopefully see if there's anything else good in there that's decent, worth keeping. I will look for like the George Washington eras and stuff, and I'll come back once I open them up and show you guys what I got. Okay, so I did open them all up and skim through them. I will end up this evening going through them again and really looking for any kind of key dates, any kind of eras, coins. But one thing that I wanted to point out that I had noticed, it's been a while since I've bought some of these coins before to search. I used to look through them, not as much now, but I'm seeing a lot of the Susan B. Anthony. That's these coins. They have basically like what looks like a silver clad, kind of like our quarter is today. They're starting to disappear. Each one of these are put in the stacks in the way they were opened. So I think the best roll I had was there was 3 in 1. Some of them have none, as you can see, with some 2s here and there. So if you are lucky enough to find these, you may want to end up pulling them aside. I'm not saying they're worth a whole lot extra unless you have key years or key mint marks, but they are getting bought up, essentially. People are starting to hold them, you know, so collectors and stuff. Whereas these are so plentiful now, they've made literally millions and millions and millions and millions of them. So just if you work in a convenience store, a grocery store, or whatever, and you happen to see them, you may want to pull them. It's kind of like the Ikes. No one ever sees the dollar Ikes anymore in circulation. My friend at the bank, she had said that she had gotten a few in one day, and she had bought them all up and just took them home and put them in a box to save. She had asked me if they were worth any exceptional amount of money. I said if they're silver, in my opinion, silver is worth more. A lot of people that were with me from the beginning of my channel know I am a silver, a believer in silver, essentially a silver stacker. And now, you know, silver is getting killed, which makes coin roll hunting kind of less profitable, less fun when you find it. When you find a 40% silver half, I mean, it's like finding $2, which is good, but you don't find them that often. But I do believe silver will go back up at some point. But with that being said, I just kind of wanted to point that out to show you guys. For me, all this stuff I'll end up just spending when I go get a milkshake, or, well, I won't be getting any milkshakes lately, but, you know, just if I go to the store for any small items, I'll, you know, have some in my car and just use them on that. In the past, I'd be like, oh, if I go to McDonald's or whatever, I would just, you know, use them. But now I'm really trying to push to lose weight. If you guys have not noticed, we are doing a giveaway for September, where we're giving away a American Silver Eagle right now. As a thank you for our subscriber base. We are up to almost 1,500 subscribers. We will be giving a wider selection of prizes once we hit the 15 mark to choose from. Just in case if maybe you're looking for it, maybe you're into a panda, maybe you're into a Canadian loon, a Mexican Libitar. These are all pure silver coins, but you know, just this way it gives options. As of right now, we're just showing the American Silver Eagle. But if you followed my previous giveaways, you know that we always have really cool giveaways. They're a lot of fun, and they're all done using, lately they're done with bracket elimination. So that means I have no control over it. You get assigned a team, and how that team performs. You could get the Dallas Cowboys, you could get the Boston Red Sox. Whatever you get, how they perform decides who wins. It is an appreciation as a thank you for everybody watching the videos. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you work, like I said, if you work in a convenience store and someone comes in one day and pays you in a roll of something like this or something like that, or they hand you a bunch of these, you may want to just consider switching it out and buying them off the register and putting them in your pocket until you know a little bit more about it. Hope to see you guys again on Tsquaretalk. If you haven't already subscribed, please make sure you hit that subscribe button, hit that like. We are trying to grow the channel, and any comments that you can put in the bottom are greatly appreciated. I thank you guys for watching, and y'all have a great one. Bye-bye.